Guys, I'm back again, this time for my book haul. This is probably like a mini book haul for me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 books. All of them are from Goodreads except for one that my husband bought me last night at Myers, which I love Myers books because it's not a huge selection in the YA, but it's the good ones, at least the ones I like, the newer ones, and they have really good prices. So, oh, and actually, you know what? He didn't buy them from Walmart. He bought it from Myers, he bought it from Walmart. And actually, I was very surprised because when I went to Walmart last night, they actually didn't have a lot of books. All the books I seen last week, like, they did not have. And the book I got was the last one. So I'm going to show you that one first. I've never read this author, but I'm kind of excited because it sounds good. Remember Me by Christopher Pike. And I believe it's a bind up. I'm still new to that, but it's got the 3 books in one. It's got Remember Me, The Return, and The Last Story. I like that cover too. It looks so cool. So I'm excited to read this. The back says, she won't let them forget. Sherry Cooper wakes up dead. The last thing she can remember is falling from a balcony during her friend's party. Her death has been ruled a suicide, but Sherry knows she was murdered, and her closest friends are now suspects. As she tries to find her killer from the other side, she discovers her friends may not have been so loyal to her after all. Now Sherry is not just out for justice, she's out for revenge. And on the back, they actually show Thirst number 1 and Thirst number 2 by him. You can see those. And those were the ones I was going to get originally, but they didn't have them. So this one, though, I was looking at also. Then from Goodreads, I got Carrie Ryan's The Forest of Hands and Teeth, which I love this cover. I am in love with this cover. It's a hardback, too. Yeah, I'm in love with it. The inside flap says, in Mary's world, there are simple truths. The sisterhood always knows best. The guardians will protect and serve. The unconsecrated will never relent. And you must always mind the fence that surrounds the village. The fence that protects the village from the forest of hands and teeth. But slowly, Mary's truths are failing her. She's learning things she never wanted to know about the sisterhood and its secrets, and the guardians and their power. And when the fence is breached and her world is thrown into chaos, about the unconsecrated and the relentlessness. Now she must choose between her village and her future, between the one she loves and the one who loves her. And she must face the truth about the forest of hands and teeth. Could there be life outside a world surrounded by so much death? I've heard mixed reviews on this. Some people love it, and then some people don't like it at all. So I thought, you know what, I wanted to try it. It sounded good to me. So I got that. Sorry, I'm feeling a little woozy right now, like lightheaded. I have medicine that I have to take. I'm getting my wisdom tooth out next Friday, and yeah, it makes me kind of loopy. So I'm trying to do this before it kicks in. Okay, then from Goodreads, today I got these books. Crank by Ellen Hopkins. I was really excited about this because I want to get all these. I love how they're written in verse. This says, Christina is the perfect daughter, gifted high school junior, quiet, never any trouble. Then she meets the monster, Crank, and what begins as a wild ride turns into a struggle for her mind, her soul, her life. So I'm really excited about that one too. Then I got Marked, a House of Night novel. I love this cover too, so you can see like this cool design on there. And this is another one I heard mixed reviews on, so I thought I would try it. I'm also getting, oh, crud. What's the third one? I can't think right now except this medicine, but I'm also getting that one from Goodreads. This one says, enter the dark magical world of the House of Night, a world very much like our own, except here vampires have always existed. 16-year-old Zoe Redbird has just been marked as a fledgling vampire and joins the House of Night, a school where she will train to become an adult vampire. That is, if she makes it through the change. And not all of those who are marked do. It sucks to begin a new life, especially away from her friends, and on top of that, Zoe is no average fledgling. She has been chosen as special by the vampire goddess Nyx. Zoe discovers she has amazing powers, but along with her powers come bloodlust and an unfortunate ability to imprint her human ex-boyfriend. To add to her stress, she is not the only fledgling at the House of Night with special powers. When she discovers that the leader of the Dark Daughters, the school's most elite group, is misusing her goddess-given gifts, Zoe must look deep within herself for the courage to embrace her destiny, with a little help from her new vampire friends. So, This sounds good to me. Like I said, mixed reviews, so we'll see. And then, the last three. Other by Karen Kinsey. That's another very, very pretty cover. This one says, Gwen Williams has been hiding a strange and fantastic secret. She's a shapeshifter. Although society may tolerate vampires, centaurs, and others like Gwen, there are plenty of folks in her small Washington town who don't care for her kind. When a new werewolf pack moves into the area, tensions rise and others start showing up dead, including someone close to Gwen. Despite the methodical murders, the police are ignoring evidence that suggests a serial killer. In the midst of terrible loss and danger, Gwen, along with a mysterious and sexy guy who happens to be a Japanese fox spirit, risks her life to find the murderer, but Gwen is already the killer's next target. I never heard of this, but the person I got these other two books from had this, and it sounded good, so. Okay, the other one from her is Vampire Kisses, The Beginning by Ellen Schreiber. This one says, the mansion on top of Benson Hill has stood empty for years, but one day it seems to be occupied, and its mysterious, handsome inhabitant, Alexander Sterling, becomes a source of much talk around town. Raven, a vampire-obsessed goth girl who has always considered herself an outsider in Dullsville, is determined to uncover the truth surrounding the secretive Alexander. As she gets to know him and their spark intensifies, Raven finds herself in some unanticipated situations. Can Alexander make her lifelong dream come true? But love always has its complications, especially when it can only be awakened at nightfall. So that's cool. It says the first three books in Ellen Schreiber's best-selling Vampire Kisses series capture the thrill of a most unusual romance. So I'm excited about this. Oh, and the chapters. Oh, there's 3 books in here. Sorry, took me a minute. But there's like a little design thingy there. And this cover is neat too. I love covers like that. The last book I got, Immortal. Oh, I love this cover too. Wow, by Jillian Shields. Look at that blue. That blue is awesome. On the back it says, Immortal is beautifully wrought and carefully woven. The magic of this enticing gothic romance will linger after the last page is turned. That's by Melissa Marr, author of Wicked Lovely, and I love Wicked Lovely. The inside flap says, ooh, and the print is pretty, sorry. Wild Cliff Abbey School for young ladies, housed in a Gothic mansion on the bleak northern moors, is elite, expensive, and unwelcoming. When Evie Johnson is torn away from her home by the sea to become the newest scholarship student, she is more isolated than she could have dreamed. Strict teachers, snobbish students, and the oppressive atmosphere of Wild Cliff leave Evie drowning in loneliness. Evie's only lifeline is Sebastian, a rebellious, mocking, dangerously attractive young man she meets by chance. As Evie's feelings for Sebastian grow with each secret meeting, she starts to fear that he is hiding something about his past, and she is haunted by glimpses of a strange, ghostly girl, a girl who is so eerily like Evie, she could be a sister. Evie is slowly drawn into a tangled web of past and present that she cannot control, and as the extraordinary elemental forces of Wild Cliff rise up like the mighty sea, Evie is faced with an astounding truth about Sebastian and her own incredible fate. Jillian Shields' electrifying tale will dazzle readers with suspense, mysticism, and romance. So, yeah, I'm very excited about this too. And it's just, oh, such nice covers. And then I went to Myers today after work, 'cause it's by my work. And I was going to get some books, but I remembered all the books I have, or reminded myself of all the books I have yet to read. But I want your guys' opinion. I was either going to get a L.J. Smith book, either the Thirsts books, or I was going to get the Forbidden Game, or I was going to get the Wicked books. So which one do you guys like better? Are either of them any good? I hear mixed reviews on those too. So if you want to comment below and let me know, that would be great, because they're cheap there, and I do want to get one of those series. So unless both of them suck. All right. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.